to the Joel Wynkoop Show. We got another cool little edition here. I got my guest today is Brittany Rodriguez, a very young, nice, talented young lady. And done on some productions, we're going to be talking about that. But first, I just got some info that I did not know about. You are not allowed to wear your damn pants down here anymore. Oh, you know, I already said the thing though. The Wynkoops ran way back when, walking around. And I don't care if you're black, I don't care if you're white, I don't care if you're yellow, green, polka dot, stripe, or come from the planet folk and pull your pants up, walking around all hanging out. Hey man, I'm going down Florida Avenue the other day, and here's the dude has got his pants down to here. He's wearing his pants down to here, so we can see this, and we can see this. Pull your pants up, because now if you don't, you'll get a ticket. I've been told, if you're now walking down the street with your pants down, not down, probably even some parts here. A lot of them are down here. Some of them here, whatever, but definitely down here. The guy I saw on Florida Avenue, whoo, cop pull you over, you're gonna get a ticket. This is what I've heard. You know, some people say, oh, we shouldn't do. Come on, it looks stupid. Pull your pants up, all right? All right, I can't. If I go anymore, I'll exhaust myself and I'll pass out. So let's move on. Brittany Rodriguez, how are you, my dear?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good. Thank you, first of all, for coming down here.
No problem.
Coming down to the show. And
I had to come see you.
oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much. That makes me feel good. Okay, thanks. How did you and I first meet?
I believe it was at a convention, a comic book convention, some years ago.
I think at the Minreg building, maybe?
Is that a hotel?
Tampa Comic Con? Or the Doubletree Hotel, maybe?
Yeah,
Oh, that could be, yeah.
It was like, I think I was 16, 17.
That could be, because it's been a while, yeah. What were you promoting then?
I was actually with my parents because my dad sells some of his old toys that he's collected, old comic books and everything, and I was trying to get into, you know, independent filming, see what I could find out, and that was like the perfect place, and that's where I met Nick, a good friend of mine, a producer. He's helped me out so much with getting work, and from there I've met so many other people, just made so many connections. So
that's right, so that kind of goes even before the acting part. You were there.
Right.
And actually, met me. I was probably a guest there then.
Yeah.
A guest there? Okay.
Yeah, and you had some of your items as well.
Yeah, movies and stuff, and then we probably met your dad, and then that's where you met Nick, and that's where it started to take off.
Right.
Now, Brittany, what got you interested in acting? Like, how long was it? Just then?
You know, it's crazy because when I was little, I was so shy. So shy. I'm like, you know, if my parents even watched me try to sing or act out something, I'd like cry. So, you know, as I got older, I just got more interested in acting itself. And my dad used to do some acting some years ago, did some commercial work and everything. And, you know, as he says, it's like an acting bug.
Yeah.
It's like I caught it from him. And, you know, once you start, you can't stop. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And it's amazing just being able to portray different characters, let out different sides of yourself that you didn't know you had.
Yeah.
And not feel crazy doing it, you know?
Because you're supposed to be doing it.
Exactly.
Yeah, so if someone's looking at you going, she's being a psycho, what's her problem? Hey, she's an actor. Right? Yeah, that's what I'm supposed to do.
I had a stressful day, perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect. I can kill somebody.
And you can let it out. You can get your aggression out that way.
Yeah, exactly.
Sure, yeah. So what was the first thing you actually worked on?
Oh my goodness, Planet of the Reptiles, I believe. With Nick.
And that was with Nick?
Yeah, the first thing I ever did in front of a camera. So that first day shooting, I still remember it. I was in the car, my dad was driving me, and I'm like, oh my God, I'm gonna puke. Oh Lord.
Really?
I'm like, you know, it's that initial feeling that you have, but once the camera started, it was like, I'm just feeling it like that.
Yeah.
And that's when I really knew, yeah, I love this.
Now on Planet of the Reptiles, were you playing a Saurian sister then?
Yes.
That's where it started, right?
Exactly,
yeah, okay.
exactly. That was my first thing, you know, really learning how to put my emotion into the dialogue, and just, that was kind of like my time of experimenting with acting and really learning what I could do and how far I could go with it. So that was awesome. So
tell, like you said, you're a little bit nervous, but once you got in front of the camera, you were like,
yeah, it's
hey,
like,
everything's okay, this is kind of cool.
Exactly. I just kind of block out anybody else watching me. You know, I know the camera's there, but it's like, it just didn't bother me. But of course, then when the camera goes up, I'm like, oh my god, you know, it's like I get nervous
go
again.
Back and do some more now.
Exactly, and I'm going over my lines. I'm like, oh my god, I'm gonna screw up something. Nope, nope, nope. And the camera starts, and it's all fine.
So how did it finally come out? Like when you got, how many days did it take when you were doing Planet Reptiles?
Oh my goodness, was it a month or so? We were going over several weekends and everything. It was on a specific property, so we had to make sure that the days worked out all right and that everybody could make it. And it was pretty hot outside, so it was like, you know, let's make sure that it's not too scorching, that we could handle it without a bunch of bugs in the background either. You know? But it was fun though. Like I said, it was my first experience with it. Really, you know, seeing how many hours you have to put into it, how much effort you have to put into it, what all you have to deal with, work around.
How many takes, learning your lines.
Yeah, and I'm like, you know.
What's around you when you're out there.
Exactly, because you know, when you're watching movies, you don't really think about it. Oh, they probably did that take like 30 times, you know? Until you're actually doing it and you're like, oh my gosh.
Or you're
really?
thinking, oh, that looks so easy.
Right,
And then you actually get there yourself, oh man.
What
do you mean do it over again? That was perfect!
Exactly.
Print it!
And I'm like that one nutty person that'll film myself when I'm practicing lines and watch it over, and of course I'll be like, I suck. What the heck am I doing, you know?
See, every actor does that to himself.
Yeah.
Because they watch it, they go, no, I could have done much better if I just would have done this, or if I just would have done that. And then everybody else around just going, oh, that's cool, what are you talking about?
I know, but me, it's like, even when I hear my own voice, I'm like, gross. Oh, you know?
Beautiful voice. Beautiful
Thank
voice.
you. Yeah, that's just me, I'm critical.
Like I said, we all are on our own work. We're always like, oh, I could have done better. And it was good to begin with. It's just that we always look at ourselves as, oh, I could have done that a little better.
Exactly. Even when I watch it back now and my parents watched it with me, I'm like, oh, this is so humiliating. So I just sneak off to my room and they don't notice. So I'm like, oh, I'm not gonna watch it.
I think that's what most of my family thinks about most of my movies. My sister was, oh, you did what? Can't you do something nice?
That's when you lock all the doors and make them watch it.
Yeah. What did you do right after that then? Now you're really. You did that, and you must have been excited. And as soon as you finish it, you're either like you finish something and you're like, I never want to do that again, or you're like, man, what's next?
Yeah.
You know?
I did another little short episode kind of thing called Creature Watch, where it was like a spin-off from Saurian Sisters, and I went to different reptile conventions, interviewed the reptile handlers, you know, about the different reptiles that they had there. And
now, did you do that in character as one of the Saurians?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Yes.
Cool.
So that was kind of like just a continuation of it. And it was like for educational purposes as well. You know, it was fun for the little kids. When I would go to the conventions, you know, we'd have everything set up and little kids would be like, can I have your autograph? I'm like, you know, I'm like, oh my gosh, you know, I can use this. You know, I've been practicing on checks and everything. People think I'm a weirdo. Sign something at work, I take like 2 hours because I'm trying to perfect it. I'm sorry. You know, one day this will be worth something, so make a photocopy of it.
There you go.
No, but you know, that's the other thing that I did, and that was a lot of fun too, because not only did I get to learn more about reptiles, but you know, it was just kind of growing more with the character and showing another side of it, besides just being in that Planet of the Reptiles film. This is kind of like a live-action creature watch, going out into the woods and everything, and showing the different animals, and just actually showing you getting down and dirty in the woods, you know, showing, oh, well, you know, she's fake, she doesn't like it. I actually love reptiles.
Yeah.
So, you know, that was
that
perfect
makes
for me.
it better. Because if you're somebody that doesn't really want a 14-foot anaconda wrapped around your body, and you're trying to go, snakes are nice, knock it off, snake. You know?
I know, right?
You'd rather get along with them than not get along with them.
Yeah, and I love it. The only thing, this guy had scorpions, and I'm just like, I'm not doing that, nope. You can hold it, that's okay.
Yeah, no thanks, her tail's a little quick for me.
Yeah, but it was a lot of fun though.
Cool.
So that was the other thing that was kind of like the continuation. And one of the newest things though, after that, was Tagged.
Oh, cool, let's talk about Tagged, yes.
Yes, that was just a full-length film about laser tagging. And that was the first time I had actually gone laser tagging. Oh. And I was terrible. I still am terrible, but my character had to look like she was tough and she was good at it. I played the kind of bad girl, goth character, which was a lot of fun because it's totally different from my personality. So I had, thank God I'm already pale and black hair, so that worked perfect. But I had to, you know, put on the black makeup and the goth outfit, these huge boots that I had to run around in while playing laser tag. And thankfully I didn't trip, surprisingly. But, you know, that was so much fun. A lot of fun. I made so many new friends on that film, and it was a lot of work. It was a lot, just because that character was so different from me, whereas when I was playing Planet of the Reptiles, it was more just a subtle character.
From the Saurian sister to a, a new total character.
Like a just bad girl goth character.
Cool.
And that was tough, but I loved it because it was different from me, and I was able to kind of put that angry emotion into play.
Now, how long did it take you to shoot that?
Oh goodness, that was a long time. Maybe
was that more than like say Planet of the Reptiles?
2 months, up to yeah. And it was, you know, I think the main issue was just having to work around everybody's schedule, as usual with any film. And making sure everybody could make it. You know, some days were really long because you were having to work around such hard lighting.
I'm sorry, I got to stop her and just laugh. I just had a filmmaker call me today and goes, well, you know, I'm doing this and, you know, training, and I got this going on, and I'll have to replace you. And dude, replace me. I don't care that much. Yeah. But it is, you got to work around all these different things. I mean, I produced, but I've also acted. So yeah, you have to work around other people's schedules. I mean, unless you're an independent filmmaker that's got, you know, 100 million stashed in your back pocket, and you can say, quit your job and be there. That would be awesome. You know, everybody will be there, but you're working around your regular jobs.
And that was another main issue. When I was filming that, I didn't have a job yet. So it was mainly, you know, everybody else's jobs and everything, and, you know, it was tough. But we did it. I mean, we got through with it, and like I said, it was tough just because of where we were filming at, and with all the different angles, the lighting, you know, all in all, it was really awesome. And actually, the premiere for Tagged is going to be August 6th, 10:30. It's a Saturday at the Clearwater Cinema Cafe.
Wow, that is great.
And I want to see everybody there.
Very
it's going to be awesome. I'll be hiding somewhere because you know me with seeing myself. I'll be like in the other room, but you know, it's all good.
Nick's going to drag you out and
I know.
play up in front of the crowd. Hey, do you have a clip with you that we can show?
Yeah.
All right, can we do that? Do you know what you're going to show?
Let's see. We can show when I am approaching the actual main character of the film. Okay. So we'll do that. And kind of like when she's first meeting me, and I'm giving her that really, really bad attitude. Just showing, introducing my character and saying, hey, she's not something to mess with.
Cool. Now, is this the other character? Are you going up against Elizabeth Edwards?
Yeah, Trixie.
Oh, very cool.
Trixie. So,
all right.
Kind of like the initial meeting. So she knows I put her in her place.
All right. Well, let's check it out. It's a clip from the movie Tagged.
You made a wrong turn somewhere, sweet cheeks. The pretty stuff is across the hall.
Are all you red rum runners part of a group mind, or do you all just lack imagination? I guess you're mad cow?
And proud of it. Who the hell are you?
Princess Trixie.
Oh, how cute.
I'm here for the mangler.
There he is. Though once I step outside, he becomes activated. Sure you're ready for this?
I'm not afraid of a rolling oil can.
Big boast for such a little girl.
You want to hear another one? Next time I see you in a tournament, I'm going to take you out first.
You're on your own, princess.
Brittany, that was great. It kind of shows, just like you said, both your character, her character, and kind of characters clashing.
Exactly, kind of showing my tough side.
So that's done.
Yes.
Ready to come out. What else have you got going on?
Just finished up another film called Shock House, which that basically has to do with hauntings and ghosts, which is something that I love. I've always been interested in the supernatural and ghost hunting. I've actually done some of that with my parents. So finding out about the film was amazing because I'm like, hey, anything with ghosts, I'm in it. You know, and it's funny, my character in that was a director, so I kind of had to bring forth that, you know, hey, do what I say, you know.
Oh, it's very cool that you'll have and now will they play on the same night?
Yes, we're trying for that the same morning. You know, we're gonna try to play it, and you know that's another reason why everybody come out, because you might get an extra treat, another little film to watch. So we're hoping for that. If everything finishes with it, all the editing finishes up, then they'll show it as well, which will be amazing because I'm dying to see that too already.
Yeah. Now is that a full feature too?
It's not. I don't think it's as long as Tagged, but It's
still feature.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, you know, I'm excited. Again, you know, I'm always excited to see how it turns out, but I'll be cringing in the back, so.
Don't cringe.
So.
Nick's going to pull you up front.
I know he will.
He's going to go, okay, Brittany, Elizabeth, I want you to introduce the movies.
Oh, Lord, yeah.
No, but it's fun. You got to go with it. You got to jump up there.
Yeah.
You're proud of what you made,
Exactly.
and now you're going to step out in front of the audience and say, here it is.
Yes. And I'm really proud of everything that I've done, everything that I've accomplished has been just incredible. I mean, these past few years, working with these people, you know, it's been amazing. Just, I've had a big eye-opening doing this, and I've gained a lot of confidence doing this as well. You know, again, I was like the shy kid. I never would have imagined, I didn't even know what I wanted to get into. So, you know, doing this has just been incredible, meeting all these people and seeing how they act as well. You know, it's awesome to see how everybody else puts themselves into the film.
Don't play the part, be the part.
Exactly.
And it sounds really like you're doing the same thing when you can step in and become,
exactly.
you know, that person. So.
You have to, and it, you know, I put myself in that person's shoes, and I just forget who I am, and I'm just like, I'm this person, and that's it.
Yeah.
And that's all you just keep thinking, and you just go for it.
Yep.
You don't think about, oh, I gotta cook dinner at 5. You know, you just think like you're the character.
Right.
Even if you really gotta put 110% into whichever character you're playing. And if it makes you more crazy, well, then the better actor.
That's what makes it work. For years, I got people that would say, man, you're like really psychotic and creep. And I'd be like, thanks a lot.
That's what makes a great actor.
Yeah,
that's a compliment.
Yeah, it's a compliment. You feel. There was a guy in New York. He saw Creep, and I did scenes for them in their movie, and I sent him my footage, and this guy was putting the footage together, and he was like, I can just imagine him like this at the edit board. And the other guy came over, Phil Herman, that was doing the movie, and he goes, Ben, what are you doing? Why are you spending so much time on Joel's scene? Joel's crazy. He's a psycho. I saw him in that movie. He strangled the girl and then he cut her head off with a knife. I've got to edit the scene perfect or he'll come up here and kill me. And Phil's like,
dang.
Ben, he's an actor. He's just acting, oh no, he's really a psychopath. If I don't have this, if I don't edit this just perfectly, he's going to come up here and kill me. And I heard that and I go, are you kidding me? And he goes, no, he's scared to death of me. He thinks you're going to, if it's not edited right in the movie, in Jacker 2, Descent to Hell, if it's not the way you want it, you're going to get on a plane, fly up here, and decapitate him. I said, that's the greatest compliment anybody can give me. If he's so believable, that's awesome.
Wow, good job. Good job on that.
So I mean, that's the fun of, and then you got to tell me that you love you get to become a different character.
Exactly. That's the thing. You know, I like playing characters that are complete opposite from me because that makes me work harder, makes me put more into the character, and makes me just explore more about myself that I didn't know I had there. Just put different emotions. Like I said, you know, if you had an aggravating day, put it into the character.
Yeah.
You know, anything that you think would benefit that character, put it in there.
Yep.
You know, even if you got to add in a few extra lines, put it in there. If you think that that's what the character would say, what you would say being that character, then do it.
And you got a real chance to do that in the indie world. A lot of the Hollywood types might be like, no, say what's in the script, and that's what I want. But in India, a lot of people like, it was great when I worked with John Lewis. We were shooting a scene, and I go, is that just how you want it? Or he goes, what, you're just going to do it like that? And I go, well, I don't want to, you know, step on your toes or anything. I mean, I don't want to, Wynkoop it up, what are you doing? I don't want that, I want you, come on! And that was playing the character of Lewis, and that's so good to be able to just breathe free and let go. And Herschel Gordon Lewis, for me, when I work for him on the Upper Show, which comes out next month, I keep trying, we got to tell Nick to have a triple feature. Shock House, Tag, Herschel Gordon Lewis, the Upper Show.
Yeah, right.
We'll have 3 movies there. But when I work for him, I would keep going to him, I go, Herschel, I kind of changed the lines in this. And he's like, we'll see, are you telling me, Mr. Wynkoop, you changed my dialogue? And I go, yes, sir, just a little, is that okay? We'll see how it goes. And I did it, and he came up to me later, and he goes, you are the only one that is allowed to change my dialogue.
Right,
Keep doing what you're doing.
That's how I feel most comfortable, is adding, you know, a few extras into my dialogue to really kind of just give that extra boost to the character. Because once I start feeling how the character is, and I feel like I'm a part of that character, then I'll probably spit out a few extra lines that
And it's more real.
Yeah, but see, that's just
more real.
when I get so into the character, sometimes it just comes out, but that's how I love acting.
Yeah.
You know, I put myself so much into the character that, you know, I'll just go off.
Yeah.
You know, I won't do a whole extra paragraph, but you know,
right.
I will throw in some extra stuff there. And, you know, I'm always willing to hear feedback. You know, if it sucked, let me know.
Yeah.
If it didn't, great. You know.
Gives you time for improvement.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. And always another thing about overacting. I'm always afraid, did I overact that scene? Depending too on how the director wants it.
Or not, maybe the director told you to.
Right.
Because I know I got a write-up in a magazine for my in Rot when I played Dr. Robert Olson. The guy writing the article came back and said Joel Wynkoop overacts in this so much that it becomes, you know, comic bookish, and I'm like, that's the point.
Right.
And I asked Marcus about it, and he called me on the phone because he read the article the same day when it came out in Fangoria. And he goes, Joel, don't worry about that. He goes, I told you to do it that way. Because I remember coming there the first day, and he said, here's the script lines, and I started doing it like because I just came off Creep doing Angus Lynch, and so I was doing the character. I couldn't help it. I need someone to tell me what, you know, I would tell him, I go, Marcus, just tell me what the hell you want, man.
Right.
And then he goes, I want this and I want that, and then what came out of that was, oh, I can't get it, let it get it.
Yeah.
Out of control! Oh, but I should, and I could! Oh, but that would be so bad! But I want to!
Yeah.
He told me that, and then people go, he overacts. Well, that's what the director wanted.
Yeah, exactly.
If you don't do what the director wants, guess what? You're out of a job.
Right.
So overact yourself to pieces.
Yeah. Yeah.
So what's up for the future for now? You get Shock House, that tag coming out. What's up the future for Brittany?
Right now, basically, my main focus is school. I'm starting a new semester in the fall for radiography, so...
I'm going to give it to her, because I just...
Thank you.
Well, Brittany, thank you. Anything else you'd like to say to the Wynkoop audience before we cut out of here?
Basically, don't forget, August 6th, 10:30 a.m., Clearwater Cinema Cafe. Please be there. I will be there. I'll sign some autographs, you know? Why would you not want that, you know?
Cool.
So...
I'll be there. Will you be there? Will you be there? Will you be there?